Good evening, everyone. My name is Flicker, and today I'm going to be getting my Sky Dailies done. While also recording a dream log, because holy shit, that was one hell of a dream. Alright, so... From what I can remember of this dream, started out at school and I was doing pretty okay. Why was there a message out there, but it disappeared as I was loaded in? Anyways. Teacher was like, this is kind of being a mess, so I'll just let you slide. Oh, this is being a mess, I'll let you slide. And it's just like, bruh, teacher not doing their job. But then I had to wake up and go to the bathroom, which interrupted that dream. But kind of started a new one where I was trying to travel from point A to point B in the dream world. And the character I followed was being given guidance on, hey, did you know you can use video game logic to get there really fast by riding a horse and then running it backwards? It's just like, what the fuck, brain? Eventually, the freeway broke down, so they had to get off the horse, and they also had to make sure that they didn't, like, go off a ledge while doing the whole speed glitch thing. Damn, only got half of them done. Oh well. I mean, yeah, it was based on the location of where I used to live, Arizona. I don't live in Arizona anymore, but by damn, the thermal anomalies are making it feel like I do. Ugh. Global warming, why are you such a bitch? Oh, but no, trying to take the freeway from point A to point B, find out it's broken down. Girl tries to travel that with horse technique, encounters an area horse technique can't exactly go across, because horse wouldn't fit, and maintaining balance across the thin stretch of road or path would be actually really fucking difficult. So she heads off on foot, then finds out, oh, other people are also doing this challenge, and they may just get here quicker than you. But then it kind of cuts to the perspective of someone else who's trying to do the same thing, but they invent a teleportation mechanism. Only problem is, teleporting straight from point A to point B would not be necessarily feasible given, like, location laws and security protocols and all that. So they're told, oh, hey, just use the metro or whatever the heck we have in this dream world. and eventually goes into like space gets involved, and they're trying to go to a space station, and it's just like, oh yeah, no, you just keep using the same thing as before, but now it has the ability to get on and off of the rail tracks, and can enter a flying mode. And eventually they're just like wandering around testing the teleportation device, making sure that everything's okay. And they're just chilling. And then they get into this area where, hey, oh, hey, you've got these special transfer units where you can kind of just vibe with other people who are also transferring in the parallel cart. And wouldn't you know it, these units are lightly humidified, but nice and chill, but not too chill as to produce, like, freezing temperatures. And what are the difference between arthropods and theropods? One moment. Hmm. Well, well. Uh, hi. Turn that off. There we go. Now I can search properly. Oh, damn it. Theropods. Yeah, the dinosaurs I encountered were primarily theropods, and the kid, like hyper intelligent boy, was with the teleport tech mechanism, was able to like learn how to speak to them, and then they were all trying to like take elevators and whatnot. And so they, while navigating the complex and the transit system, he ran into like two dinosaurs that had like initially they looked like they were the kind of dinosaurs where one was like mean, the other was nice. But then it turns out, nah, it's actually the opposite. The one that looks and it seems a bit mean on the surface is actually the civil one, and the one that acts nice and seems pretty chill is actually the one that's going to cause the most damage. And it's just like, oh, okay then. Neat character trope. But then I get my. But then, as I'm like, hey, maybe I could help you and we could get from point A to point B faster, hoping to be able to show off the cool technology. Protagonist realizes, wait, these two are actually still criminals and trying to hijack crates and supplies and whatnot, especially from the local area where it's like, get your starter companion, only it's dinosaurs and eggs and all that. And it's just like, oh, well, aren't you disappointing? But then some incident happens and everyone's like, where the fuck are some of the eggs? Turns out some kid tried to smuggle some of the eggs out by swallowing them, and or stuffing them all in his mouth, and he ended up throwing them up. But then when our main character goes to teleport, the eggs get selected alongside him in the teleport field. And that creates a real big issue because that thing, the teleporter thing, is not designed to hold the entire schematic of a human brain, and then like 200 plus small dinosaur eggs alongside each other in the data matrix. So it's like, uh-oh, this has become a situation. So they shut down the thing, which unfortunately makes the boy no longer exist, because he went all in on the design mechanism, and yeah, when the thing ain't powered, he doesn't exist. So then there's like deliberation about, okay, so how do we get the eggs out of the network? Well, without letting the mind file degenerate in the process of trying to do that. And someone takes the data and uses it, the data card, boots it back up, and uses the help of one of those parents, one of the kid's parents, to to help on that situation. But then they're like, okay, look, if you're going to do anything else with this, if you're going to try and work on this, if you're going to try and get the eggs out while also having it active at the same time, then you need to make copies of this thing. Just like backup copies in case something bad happens. Of course I missed one. Alright, anyways. There's entire chase sequences of adults defying their positions and thinking that they can get the advantage and whatnot. And eventually, there's entire subplots with people running around trying to do their own thing. Some people had like electronic implants that allowed them security access and like enhanced physical abilities. It came at the cost of limitations that could be toggled on and off because of those implants. Eventually, when they get the mind file back online, and the kid shows up again, but because they weren't able to like get everything out of there, and because some of the eggs data files got entangled with the like kids file, he ended up fucking being this kind of bloated mutant. Still intelligent, still aware and whatnot, but when he sneezed, he shot a fireball, which in one part of the complex caused rapid decompression that sucked his little sister, who did not exist earlier in the dream, out the fucking window and into the local environment where all the security measures around the station were set up. So they had to deal with that, try not to get fried by the security system and all that. And then it's like, ah, but what happened to the kid? And kid got put into a robot body and he thought it was cool. And then their security team was dispatched to try and figure out, all right, who's the dumb fuck that did some damage around here? And then the kid was like, that's me. But they're like, you're in a robot body. There's no way you could have done this. And then the kid explains the whole situation. And they're like, all right, all right. And then as the kid and their friends, the friends who were dinosaurs, but ended up also in robot bodies because situation was that perilous. Oh. They're like, the security team was like, ah, yes, maybe we can get a little side hustle going. But then they found out, ah, shit, in trying to, like, get all the eggs and some of the hatched kiddos from point A to point B, it turns out the kiddos had also ended up changed and were feeding on the power lines running in the station, which was then causing issues throughout everything. And it was just like, holy fuck, this has gotten complicated fast. And yeah, that was my entire dream. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Heyo. Heyo. Game could not handle me navigating in the dark, even though that's like one of the core challenges of an area in the game. You give me the power of echolocation, but then tell me I can't use it. Fuck you. Back to the offices. Alright, we're here. Back home. Alright, I can't do that while we're here. No Shattering Shard today? Alright. Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm. 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 I may want to get into the habit of immediately finding the spirits of the season and recruiting one to go along on adventures, since I'm not required to visit the area as frequently as I was the other areas. Shit. Also, why do these things have to open so violently? Mm. Portale, portale. But no, I do want to understand the difference between why I can do things and why other people can't, and why other people can do things that I can't. So that way I can create a way to more effectively pass on skills and understandings that allow people to express themselves and adapt to challenges and situations more freely without risking instability or decision paralysis. Because at that point, then everyone would be better equipped to handle things, and so life would hopefully be a little bit easier on us all. That's me looking at the ideal, not the reality. Aw, how nice. Yeah. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. And then the other ones from earlier. All right. Hmm. Hmm. No. Why do I even think that's necessary or worth doing? That's a question I want to pose to myself. Ah, I want to help people grow and be more capable versions of themselves that have their own agency. But if I keep on making mistakes and running on assumptions like I have been previously, then joy, oh joy, my advice is just going to get more people hurt. The way I try to pass things along is just going to get people who aren't me hurt. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. uh, Guess we're not getting in there today. Woo! Talk about height. Really? Now of all times? Really, game? Fuck you. Hmm. Oh, be pouty all you want. Hmm. Ah. 3D wind. Greedy wind. How lovely. Oh. Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
Oh, I can go get battery now. Okay. Be right back. I'm back. Oh. That is useful context. Thank you for sharing it. To be seen is a risk, to be understood is a wound left open. But in the right hands, vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a bridge stretched between two shaking souls waiting to be crossed. Oh. Hmm. Someone's throwing a hissy fit. Ugh. Hmm. Ah. See y'all later. Oh, message boat. Thanks. Hmm. Well, I think that's enough for today. Just got a little bit of music. And then I'm gonna sign off for this recording. Ah. Guess there's still a little bit more to be done. To those of you who snuck by and saw a fragment of this recording, thank you. To those of you who stuck around and watched a good chunk through, I deeply appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day, good night, whatever time or non-time it is. If it isn't good, you're feeling stuck, lonely, lost, confused, scared, overwhelmed, frustrated, shy, or otherwise. Well, I hope that things either improve for you, that the chaos outside, within, between, and beyond stays manageable enough. Or at the very least, that you're able to find someplace to sit, rest, and vent from, without hurting yourself or others if you can so help it now. My name is Flipper. I've gotten my Sky Dailies done, so I'll be seeing you all in the next video, my watchlings. Bye bye.